Hello class, I'm going to give you some instructions about the annotated bibliography. I do not have my glasses on so that you can see my eyes because of the glare in this room. You wouldn't be able to see my eyes like that. See? Better? Worse? Better. All right, so I wanted to give you some instructions about the annotated bibliography. So as you can see, I changed the date until Tuesday evening at 11:59 p.m. for you to write this paper. So here's a couple helpful hints. One, read the syllabus. Two, read the syllabus again regarding the assignment. Three, make sure that you read the rubric that's on the syllabus about this assignment too. And then four, I think that's what number I'm at, talk to other fellow students about this paper too. So unfortunately, group A, I wasn't able to talk to you in class about this because the changes were made when group B came in class. But I wanted to draw your attention to the intention of this paper and prepare you for this. So the intention is for you to understand how to connect research and practice. That's a skill that you're going to have to be competent in as you advance into the social work program. So I printed out the instructions and I'm going to be referring to it. So again, it's an APA paper. Use the template that's attached. Again, make sure that you know APA. Get the handbook. Go to the library. Talk to other people about how to use the APA template. Make sure that you are recording correctly. There will be points taken off if it's not APA correct. It's a skill that we have to get under control. So that's the first part. The second part is the body of the paper. So there's a couple of components of the paper. First of all, it is an annotated bibliography. So before you even start the paper, I want to draw you to the attention to the video that's on this associated with this course site. So watch that video and that'll walk you through the annotated bibliography. Google annotated bibliography, Google samples of annotated bibliography. It's not that difficult as you see it once you start working on the paper. So you need a title page with the appropriate headings. An appropriate heading would be annotated bibliography. Remember, the first page is running head, annotated bibliography. The title of the paper could also be annotated bibliography. So if you want to get a little snazzy and put annotated bibliography colon the population that you're choosing, go ahead and do that. Make sure that you're using the right font and that you're using the template. Don't create new fonts. Don't create new work for yourself. Then you have to do an abstract page. The abstract page is done at the end of the paper. So write your whole paper and then come back and write your abstract. Read that information that's on the template about how to write an abstract. Or Google APA abstract page. Use that information. Then you have an introductory paragraph. Now the introductory paragraph is titled by the title of the paper. So if it's annotated bibliography on the front page, the title page, that becomes your heading at the top of the introductory paragraph. Do not use introductory paragraph. It is the title of the paper. It's not bolded, it's not capitalized, all the letters are capitalized. So use the template to see how it is identified. Then the introductory paragraph is simply a paragraph that introduces the reader to the contents of the paper. So if you're going to be using, you identify your topic, what you're going to be talking about, and then speak a little bit about the annotations and just the content there. Then you really only need two other headings. The first heading that you need in the paper is annotations. Annotations is centered and bolded, and then when you come to the very first annotation, you want to write the annotation and then three to five sentences about that resource. Okay, you want to do 10 of those. Then at the very bottom of that, you want to be able to do then a conclusion. And then the conclusion of this paper is the what you found as based on your research. So a couple sentences that are applied to that. Then the next part of it is you're going to use the you're going to do a comprehensive references page. It's not note-cited, works-cited. It's called references. Use the APA template to be able to do this. Make sure that your APA references are cited correctly throughout the body of the document, and then just cut and paste this into the reference page. So can't tell you how long this is because I don't know how many sentences you're going to be doing for this. So you need 10 at a minimum of 10 annotations. Now, a little bit of word about annotations. You want to be able to choose articles that are relevant to your topic. So, for example, if you're just choosing, I think in the instructions it says use sexual or ethnic minorities, physical and mental challenges, older adults, men, anything that could be a disadvantaged or an oppressed population. So make sure that it's relevant to what you're interested in. So if you want to do a topic of men, you want to say perhaps men who are veterans who have served in the Iraq War and suffer from mental illness. That's going to be the way that you do your search, because if you just put men into the search engine in a library, you're going to have thousands and probably millions of hits. So the more specific you can be, the better. Use a library, use a librarians, use a library resources, use Google Scholar to be able to find articles. Remember, they cannot be older than 7, 8 years. So no articles older than 2010. I'm sorry, yeah, 2010. So if you use a 2009 article, I don't care how good it is, it's not going to count as one of your 10 annotations. So pay attention to the date. Also, do not use books. That is not a primary source. It is a secondary source, so do not use books. Do not use periodicals. Make sure that they're peer reference journals from a peer reference journal, a professional journal. If you have any questions about that, go ahead and Google peer-reviewed journals or speak to a librarian. Okay, so make sure when you're choosing your topic that it's specific enough to what you are interested in, because next semester, if you choose to continue with this topic, you can go ahead and do what's called a literature review that you're going to be working on with Lisa in practice 2. Okay, so again, you're welcome for continuing the assignment until Tuesday. Give you a couple more days. Remember, you don't have class on Thursday, so spend your time accordingly. And if you need any questions answered about the APA, please schedule an appointment with Summer. While she's working, you previously received a message about her work schedule. Schedule an appointment at the Writing Center. Contact me. I can tell you that if you contact me over the weekend, it might be a little hectic, but you know I'm relatively available and responsive. Monday starts advising, so my schedule is going to get pretty crazy, but I'm here to help you and make sure that you have success. All right, wish you the best of luck. I know that you'll do well, and blessings.